Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video that's kind of all about products that are worth the splurge. So these are going to be more like high-end makeup products that I think are totally worth it, and there's not many like lower budget friendly options that I think really can compare to these. I'm also going to do one of these videos that's like affordable makeup and skincare that I think is better than, you know, getting something the high end. So I'm gonna do one of those very soon, but today is going to be all about the products worth the splurge. I have them all in this little basket here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So first, this is just on the top here. So I'm gonna go and talk about these, but Hourglass powders, bronzers, blushes, so good. So every like holiday season, they come out with these palettes. I'm so excited to get a new one this season. Whenever they come out, I'll probably get it during the Sephora sale, because the last I was getting them every single year, and then this past year I didn't get one, but this one's running pretty low. You guys can see my favorites. I love like just their like setting powders are so amazing. And then I love this bronzer. This bronzer's in the shade Lustrous Bronze Light, so good. Their blushes, I love this blush. I don't really reach for that one too much just because I feel like it's, I don't know, it's a little bit more of like a purpley pink tone that I don't love. Their highlighters are amazing. These palettes are just such a good deal. I think it would be so cool to be able to like customize your own and pick your own colors, but they're always amazing and they always have several different options to choose from. So I love this. I think this was probably one of my favorite ones of like all time, the Elephant palette, but it does stink that you can't get those, but I do have, this is probably my favorite bronzer shade from them. This is the Radiant Bronze Light, which looks like this. I pretty much, every time I like bronze my face, I pretty much always use the bronzer in this palette or this one. So it's just, oh, they're just so perfect. And then I also have this blush here. This is in the shade At Night. I think that, which I think this is like a really pretty color for like the fall. So I really love this as well. But you'll probably be seeing this in the fall favorites real soon. For the blushes, I think you could honestly get one of the mini sizes just because it's literally gonna last you forever. I mean, at least for me, I know I have a million blushes, and like I don't know, bronzer, I definitely use that, but like blush, you could just get minis, and it would be a little less expensive. But then I guess kind of sticking on the blush train, I did want to mention the Patrick Ta blushes. I just think that these are such a good like bang for your buck almost, because there are two, like there's a cream and a powder. So I know some people actually don't like that. I know some people say they wish that they could like just get the cream or just get the powder and it would be a little bit cheaper than like mine getting both, but these two are just the prettiest shades. I have She's Blushing, which is just perfect for like kind of like your everyday look, and then I have She's That Girl, which is like just the most perfect like pink. So I love both of those. I think they're great, and then like I said, you get your cream and you get your powder. However, if you're not like a cream blush girl, then you know, like these might not be worth it for you. You might just want to stick with an Hourglass blush. Let's go ahead and talk about, while we're kind of along this train, I think that this Fenty Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo is incredible. I've talked about this so many times. You guys probably are sick of it, but this is the Ginger Bench Moscow Mule, and oh my gosh, it is just the prettiest like blush topper. I'm not wearing this today, but I'm wearing the blush on my cheeks today is this one. I'm wearing this blush, this highlighter, and this bronzer and these powders, but basically my full face is this. But anyways, I just think this is so pretty. This is one of my favorite products in the fall time, so I really actually haven't used this in the past few months. I was just going through all my stuff and I was like, this is always a holy grail. And this is supposed to be very similar to, or like a powder version of the Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm like wand, which, but I don't like those wands because like I have to, like, I love cream products, but I have to like set my face with powder after I use creams, because or else it just does not work for me. And then I feel like it just takes all of like the sheen and like the glitter away. But being able to add this gives you the same color, but a powder. And then I have a highlighter palette. This is the Dior highlighting palette. I just think this is so stunning, and while it's a little pricey, these are the best highlighters. I think it's also like just this palette in general is very like, you can use it for several things. Like you can use this for eyeshadow, you can use it like, you could just like mix these or just use this as like a blush topper. You have your gold, white. I love this white for like my inner corner highlight. I just think there's a lot of different ways that you can use this. Sometimes I'll just swirl it all together and put it on my cheeks. It's just amazing, and it will last you such a long time, and they're just so pretty. Like this is one of my favorite things I've purchased. Literally, like that's probably one of my favorite things, that and my Hourglass palette in the past like 2 years of everything I bought at Sephora. Okay, next let's get into, I guess let's do face. I kind of maybe should have done this first, but primers I will be talking about in my like more affordable options video, so you'll see that soon. But for foundation, I also will be having foundation in that video too. But for high-end options, I do love these. If you have more oily skin, I think this one is amazing. I love, oh, it's just so pretty. I'm wearing this today. My makeup has literally been on since like 9 a.m. this morning, and my makeup is still like pretty perfect. It's great. And then this, if you have more dry skin, I think is really nice, but it also just like lays very beautifully on your skin. I think these are both really good for combination, but combination dry, combination oily. Did I even say this is the House Labs foundation? And then this one's the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear. So these foundations are incredible, and these will always be items I repurchase. I've already repurchased this one, like this is probably my 3rd bottle of this. So concealer, Tarte Shape Tape is just the way to go. Let me tell y'all, I don't think there's any other concealer that beats Tarte Shape Tape. I love my NARS. I liked the Kosas one all right. There's several that I've tried. There's never been a drugstore one that I've really been like a big fan of, but I think this is just like 1000% worth it, like worth it for sure. I have 2 shades here. One's a little more yellow tone, one's a little more neutral toned, but I love this. Like you can't go wrong with Shape Tape, and these bottles like last you a decent amount of time. You can only get these at Ulta or online on Tarte, but they don't have them at Sephora, which is kind of sad, but I think Ulta has a better point system anyways. I don't know, I'm just like a Sephora girl, so I pretty much will get everything at Sephora unless it's this that I have to go to Ulta. About this a million times, but there's no other powder that beats the Huda Beauty loose setting powders. I have the shade Cupcake here. The shade Pound Cake is also really amazing. This one's Peach Pie, which is, it's pretty good for when you're more tan, but I definitely recommend Cupcake or Pound Cake if you like have more of my skin tone. But I just love these. These powders just smooth and blur your skin so well. And once again, there is no drugstore powder that compares to this. Like, you need this. Then I have some eyeshadow. You know, I think eyeshadow is another thing that's like kind of nice to just invest in, like a palette, and then that's gonna last you like such a long time. But I just don't think there's many super affordable options. I think Morphe has some pretty good eyeshadows, but for the most part, I think just kind of splurging on one good palette is pretty, you know, nice. ColourPop also has some good options, but we'll talk more about that and the affordable options. But when it comes to mattes, I think mattes are very, very hard to master. Like shimmers, you know, go ColourPop, go Morphe, go, you know, go cheaper all day. But when it comes to mattes, it's so easy for a matte eyeshadow to look super chalky and like not blend good, or just like, these are just like so buttery and blend so well. And I am obsessed with this palette. You know, I have used the crap out of this palette and I will forever. I love it. It's just perfect. It has creams. You know, you can use these creams as eyeliner or cream shadow. It's so pretty. They also have I just bit my tongue. Patrick Ta also has palettes with shimmers in it. I just am more of like a matte girl, but this is amazing. This is the Major Dimension 3. I have 2 lip products and then 2 brushes, and then we'll be done. But okay, so I also have several lip products for my affordable options video. But for my 2 splurges, I love the Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks. This one is in the shade Fair Game, which is pretty. This reminds me a lot of Too Faced Child Star. If you guys were ever a fan of that liquid lip, that's discontinued. So this is very similar, and I love this. And I really like, it's just, I feel like it can be really hard to find good liquid lips, but this one just like goes on very nice and isn't super like thick. So I have like the Maybelline ones. I'll talk about those in my affordable video. I love those, but they can be a little bit thick. Whereas this one is just so much like thinner and like nicer feeling on your lips. So I love this. And then the last thing I have here is a lip gloss. This is the Patrick Ta lip gloss. I have the shade Pouty. It's a plumping lip gloss, so if you don't like that, you probably wouldn't like these, but this shade is just so pretty. It has these little really nice cute shimmers. It's just great. I love this lip gloss. I think it really gives your lips a nice plumpness. It's really pretty over pretty much any lip color. And I'm obsessed with this. I want to get some more shades. So yeah, if you could really, anything Patrick Ta or Hourglass is probably never gonna disappoint you. So I love that. And then the last thing I have is 2 makeup brushes. This is the Huda Beauty contour brush. So I used to be obsessed with the Huda Beauty Tantour cream bronzer, so that's why I got this. I still love that bronzer. I've gone through several of those, but I cannot find a better brush to blend contour out. This is so nice. You can use this side like for your nose, or like I like to even use this side to like kind of like apply where I want my contour, and then kind of will blend it out, because kind of like putting this in the product and then on your face can be a little like much sometimes. But I just love this brush. Definitely think it's worth it. And then the last brush is the Rare Beauty. I think this is the blush brush. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure this is the blush brush. I got this, yeah, because I got this whenever with the liquid blushes. And this is just like perfect. I also really love this one for blending out contour as well. It just like kind of like gets in there really nice with the shape, but it's amazing for blush and applying blush. And it kind of like the middle of the brush is more dense, and then like you can kind of see that, and then all the hairs kind of like get more like feathery. It just blends everything so pretty. So I'll have several brushes that I'll talk about later on in my next video. But yeah, these are my Splurge staples, things that I will continue to repurchase and that I love. So yeah, leave me your worth of Splurge items down below. And I would love to look into them, especially, you know, we have the Sephora sale approaching us. You know, we still have a couple months, but I'll be here before we know it. So we got to start budgeting and planning for that. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my affordable options coming. And get ready for a fall vlog. I'm so excited. I'm gonna vlog this weekend on decor shopping. I've already been collecting some stuff for a decor haul. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.